Morning, everyone. Monday morning again.
We're back.
Still at home. We're back. Guys, I am really and truly, well, both Shay and I are actually incredibly proud of what you guys have been doing and sending to us on the group. I mean, Ali with scones and muffins and making salad. Sabina, who is just producing salads at supper time without her mom even having to ask for it. Daniel, who is constantly in the kitchen. George, Michael, Simon, Rachel doing smoothies and doing all the prep work for donation stuff as well. I mean, you guys are just awesome. Richard, who watches the videos and then does everything from the videos. He loved the squish trolls, which for those who don't know and don't remember are chickpeas. So if I haven't mentioned your name, it's just because I am overwhelmed of what everybody is doing. Annabelle and Mia and Camilla, it's just amazing. So thank you. We thoroughly enjoy it. We're busy working on the website at the moment, so that will be going live one of these days. And a lot of things are going to be uploaded onto the website, so you guys will be able to see yourselves. Right, miserable day. Pouring with rain. I love it. Okay, so today is soup day, needless to say, but soup can take quite a long time, so we've all been eating too much, and possibly we've all been eating too much rubbish. I know Shay and I have eaten Easter eggs all the time. No, stop pointing at me. You are just as bad. So today we're going to make fresh pea or frozen pea soup and cheeses. The reason we've chosen this is one, because it's quick, and number two, you most probably have the ingredients in your deep freeze anyway. So first, let me sanitize the hands. This is going to be the new normal, everyone. Sanitize, sanitize, sanitize all the time. Okay. You are going to need 1 onion, 2 potatoes or 1 sweet potato. I've chosen rather to do a normal potato because the sweet potato, peas are sweet, so you don't want too much sweetness. So we've chosen plain potatoes. Chorizo, good old smoked, slightly peppery Spanish sausage, chorizo. If you don't have, you can use bacon, you can use Vienna sausages, or you can leave out if you just want
Or ham.
You can put in ham. You can. It's an easy thing, but remember the hero of this particular dish is the peas. Okay, so your chorizo, ham, bacon, whatever. Stock, either a stock cube, chicken stock, vegetable stock, whichever one you prefer.
Or the stock pots.
Or the stock pots, the Knorr stock pots.
Yeah.
Excellent. 200 ml of milk. This is not an exact measure because if you put in more peas, you can just put in more milk. Okay, this is it's cooking, it's not baking. A cup of cream, once again open to whatever much you want, and frozen peas. You'll see these are still frozen, fresh. Because most of us don't have peas growing in the garden, and you can't buy fresh peas either, and if you can, they're very expensive. So you need 2 cups of frozen peas, but I'm going to throw in a lot more.
Can they use tinned ones if they don't have frozen?
No, because the tinned ones don't have that burst of flavor, and the tinned ones are slightly grey in color. Okay, let's get started. No apron today. I'm on an apronless day. Let's chop up the onion first. Bear in mind that we are going to liquidize the soup at the end, so you do not need to make your onions into beautiful chopped small pieces. You can just chop it roughly.
You can stick them in the food processor or use a chopper or something.
If you've got one of those choppers, use the chopper. Otherwise, you're just going to roughly cut them. Put them to the side of your board. Potato, you're going to peel. Hold the potato in your hand, close your fingers around it, and start peeling. I'm peeling into the bucket here. Use your fingers to turn the potato around as you peel. The potato is actually very important, whether it's a sweet potato or a plain potato, because you're going to need it. That's your thickening. You're not going to add corn flour or anything to this soup. Potato needs to be cut into small chunks because we want it to cook quickly. So cut your potato into small chunks.
Carefully.
Don't worry about whether they are uniform, in other words, all the same size, just so long as they are small. Okay? Don't forget your claw fingers.
Yeah.
Get them all. Okay. All of these potatoes. I'm using 2 potatoes. Your recipe calls for 1 potato, but that's because I'm putting extra peas in.
So
because I need to feed Etienne. And Etienne loves peas.
Yeah, it's his fave.
Okay. That's your basis. No garlic. Garlic is too strong for peas, so leave that garlic out.
Oh.
Bit of oil into your frying pan or your pot. Use a pot because you're going to liquidize it. Switch on. Just let it heat. This is really, really easy. Let it heat. And I'm going to throw in so the onion and the potato. Okay, and while I'm listening for it to, because remember we go to the sizzle, I'm going to cut up some chorizo. You need, if you are using chorizo, you need about so big a piece. If you are using bacon, about half a packet of bacon. Chorizo,
or a whole packet come with your half.
Okay, well then a whole packet of bacon. I love chorizo. Chorizo is going to give it that smoky taste.
Yeah, don't be snoop.
Okay, you have to cook off your chorizo because you want all the oils to come out
It's
of
got
it.
all the lovely fatty bits in it, and the fat equals flavor, remember?
Yeah, fat equals flavor. The thing with the chorizo, I'll explain to you later whether we're going to, and of course you're going to eat it first, okay?
Quality
Throw
control.
that in. This is one of those super quick dishes. So what's going to happen now, obviously we need to cook the potatoes, they need to go soft. And while the potatoes are cooking, Shay is going to show you, we're going to swap cameras. I don't know how good my skills are with holding a cell phone camera. He's going to do the cheeses. Okay. Shay, just have a look in here.
Yeah, because the fat will render out from the chorizo and it will cook the onions.
See, you
and
can see the fat's already disappearing. Okay, we're just going to cook this for a little while, just to get a little bit of color in it. Do not go and brown the onion, and do not go and burn or over brown the chorizo. It is a delicate soup because it's a pea soup, so you want everything just to be glazed.
Yeah, otherwise they're going to start.
In the meantime, I've got a cup of water, and I'm using a Telma stock cube. Sorry, the Telma one. You find it in the kosher section of the shop. I like them because they're full of flavor. Just break the stock cubes up in the water.
Warm water preferably.
Warm water. My water has just been sitting for a while, so it's not...
The warm will help the stock dissolve.
Okay. Just give it another stir.
Or you can use kettle water for boiling in the kettle.
Okay, right. Now all we're going... I mean, seriously, we almost finished. This, I'm going to pour in the stock. Okay, any leftover pieces of stock powder or stock pot will just dissolve when then this gets hot. Now, we're going to boil this for about 15 minutes until the potatoes have gone lovely and soft. So Shay's going to take over here. I just want to move my workstation stuff aside so he can take over with his stuff.
So yeah, I get that all aside.
Okay, wipe up like a good little girl. Okay.
She's
Shay,
keeping it clean.
It's over to you.
Okay.
Right, let's see how good my skills are. Come, hurry.
Okay. Hello. Yes, I'm still here. Mom
Dear.
Okay.
You guys had better come back soon because I am ready to kill Shay, I can promise you.
Okay. Yeah, I've got everything. Okay. Now, with Mom's lovely pea soup, I can smell all
I've
the
just turned that
aromas
down.
going on here. Also, one thing, Mom didn't add salt. Because remember, we're using processed products, and also this comes with salt in it. So you taste, and then we'll add the seasoning afterwards. Okay, so I'm going to do our toasted cheeses to go with it. You can obviously do garlic bread or just plain buttered bread if you want to, but these work much nicer. Okay, so we've got, Mom has so kindly done bread.
I'm trying to be professional.
Try.
By the way, this is leftover of old bread that we made. It was a milk bread. Very nice, except that our crusts came apart, but you can use old bread, and then we've just got boring packet white bread, which is the first time we've eaten this sort of stuff since lockdown.
Okay, so we've got our bread here. You can use stale bread if you want to, preferably buttered. Now, for the filling, because these are our open oven ones, Annabelle and Camilla and Mia are so well versed in this. They've made this a million times. Yes,
You missed.
I missed. Okay, so I've got, Mom's done about half a cup of cheese already. I'm just going to grate a little bit more. Okay. Yeah, just a tad bit more. Okay.
Lots more.
You want quite a bit of cheese because we don't want our thing too wet, okay?
For those parents, all of us that are of a similar age,
The old people.
Shush. Garlics in town. Remember the days of garlics? Not in town, in Claremont, and in town. In their cafeteria, they used to serve grilled cheese, and this is that particular grilled cheese recipe. Such a pity places like that have actually closed. All the good foods.
So, in here I've got a cup, about yay much, a coarse handful of grated cheese, and yes, I did sanitize my hands just in case you're asking or wondering. Okay, in there, now this is all thumbs up, not real any measurement needed to it. Just you want to look out for that your mixture mustn't be too wet, otherwise it's just going to run off your bread. So about 3-4 tablespoons of mayonnaise. Remember, you can always add, but you can never take out.
You just moaned at me that I put in too much.
What?
And now you used all the mayonnaise. Okay, go on.
1 egg. Make sure you don't get any shells in your egg. Okay. Mom's mixed some seasoned salt and
Not
some
all of
cheese
it.
spice.
I'm just checking. And
Not
see, it
all
doesn't.
of it.
It doesn't change, hey guy. Mother always has to have a say.
Okay. You can use salt, pepper, paprika, mixed herbs. You can go crazy. Some pepper juice, which my mom has done, about a teaspoon's worth here. Okay. Some nice shredded ham.
I worked hard, eh?
Or cooked bacon. Yeah, mom's done all the work for me. This I'll use all of it. Okay.
Chives go well in there.
Yes, some mixed
Parsley.
herbs. Some fresh herbs. If you've got fresh herbs, always use them. I'm going to put this aside. And then a squirt. I say a squirt. It's about a tablespoon of sweet chili sauce. Okay.
Don't
Tomato
use
sauce
the.
and chutney and that I wouldn't really use, as they will just overpower your dish completely. Okay.
And obviously, if your sugar levels are not great, don't use sweet chili sauce.
Yeah. Okay. Give this a good mix.
By the way, this is the same mixture or similar mixture that we use on top of the cheesy chicken.
Are you going to leave me anything to say? No, Shane, you must make sure that you talk and you don't have dry spells. My look should say it all. Okay. So this is kind of what you're looking for, okay? It's almost like a batter for a cake. Kind of drippy, but not liquidy. You don't want to see a puddle. This should stay. If I move it to the side of a bowl, it should stay there, okay? That's perfect. As it goes in the oven, it's going to melt, and then the cheese will do its work, okay? I'm just going to move this so I've got some space. I'm still here.
Just giving that a little bit of a stir. While we wait for Shay, while he fiddles around.
Fiddle!
Because he doesn't have his equipment ready. We're never going to be able to go professional with this because we chip far too much.
Okay, so I've got here some basil pesto.
Homemade basil pesto.
Which I'm going to lightly do. I'm not going boss with this because it's very strong and it will just overpower your cheese completely. If you've got like a tomato pesto or pepper or any one, then this is what you would do. If you wanted to, this is where you could do your chutney. Or maybe if you wanted to and you really do like tomato sauce, you could do that, okay? Just see, just enough, okay? And there we go. Now.
See, homemade pesto just looks so much better than that bright green stuff.
Now the trick is with this, don't spread it out immediately. I divide it first. So you put a spoonful on each one, okay? Using up all your mixture. We've got a bit here. We could do a sixth one if we wanted to, okay? I'm going to be
just pile on.
Generous, okay? So divide it all evenly first by eye. And about this will be perfect practice for your quantity judging. Don't go put it all on one slice. Okay. Here we go. Okay, see I've got that all out there. Michael, no, you cannot lick the bowl. I know you want to, but no. Okay, so spread it out. I'm not squishing it down. Fairy fingers or fairy spoons, whatever you want to call it. Spread it out. Doesn't have to be flat. Don't squish it down. It's fine if it goes over the sides. You want to try and get it all the way to the end because it will burn.
Oven is on. What temperature?
I've got it on because we've got a thermofan to 160. You can put it to 180 for anywhere between 15 to 20 minutes. Okay? Remember guys, you don't want your oven to be too hot. Otherwise your cheese is going to brown first before it's actually cooked. And then you're going to wind up with a soggy texture to it. Okay? That's it. All nice and rustic. Just put that piece up over there. And voila.
Okay, and that's going into the oven and then you're returning to me.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, so as I said, 180 for 15 to 20 minutes until this top looks brown.
You said 160.
Oh, did I? Okay, 160 to 180.
No, thermofan 160.
Oh, now you're confusing me. Goes in there and it comes out when it's cooked. Ay, I'm going to stay on the other side of the camera. Making me second guess myself.
Now I'm back. Okay. So it just goes to show you it doesn't change between us. We're all the same. We miss all this jovialness and the arguments and the back chatting each other. We need it.
What do you mean
back.
miss it? We still do it.
Yeah, we still do it. Okay. This has been cooking now.
Oh, if I haven't put on the timer.
How many minutes?
Well, you just corrected me on it.
I don't remember.
15. See what I mean?
Okay, right. Now, this has been cooking for a while now. Just do it so that your potatoes break, okay? You don't want them hard, otherwise it's not going to work. Now, you're going to throw in your frozen peas. This is about 2.5 cups.
And spill them everywhere when you're doing this as well.
I'm just going to throw them all in as they are.
Okay. Now, liquid-wise, do you suggest they add any more now or keep it as is?
No, keep your liquid as is. Your peas are, you need the peas fresh. You don't need them cooked to absolutely nothing. First of all, you take out all the goodness out of the peas. So there's still a little bit of that cup of water in there. Because you add in milk and cream, I prefer that no more liquid is. Have a look.
No more stock or water.
No more stock or water. You can see there's just enough in there. Okay. Now I'm going to turn up the heat because I want this to now just cook a little faster. Shay's cheeses are going to take longer than the soup most probably. So we've just turned this up. Okay, I need my cream. So we've got 200 ml of milk to start off with and 200 ml of cream to start off with. Okay, because once this is blended, so we need 400 ml. 400 of liquid to start off with. Just seen Shay with the pesto. A dollop of this pesto in your pea soup is stunning. Because peas and pesto.
Peas and basil or mint.
Basil or mint. You can also add to it if you want to. I'm not going outside in the rain at the present moment.
And no, I'm not going either.
To go and get mint. Talking about pesto, one of the articles I was reading the other day, the latest craze is a broccoli pesto. I'm not sure if it's something I would like, but needless to say, we will try it. Okay, right.
We'll try it.
Peas, as they are, I'm putting in your cream and the milk, all of it. We're just going to leave that for a few seconds, just to heat through. Shay said no salt added in yet, nothing. Now when we blend this, I'm going to blend the chorizo or the bacon or whatever you've put in there with it as well. If you want to, you can take out some to use to scatter on top. We don't. We like it just as it is like that. Okay. Let's wait a few seconds and then I'm going to just I just want it warmed up enough to blend through. As I was saying earlier on with the videos that have been coming from the lot of you, it's just quite amazing what you've all been up to. I mean, the creativity. Michael this morning wanted to know from Shay different ways to handle a hot dog or make a hot dog. And Michael, we will do hot dogs when you get back. Okay. Sydney has been helping her granny making brownies and bread and chicken pies like you won't believe. It's just phenomenal. And I know it's not always easy to be at home day in and day out, but all this cooking, I'm awfully proud. So you do know what this means, students, that when you come back, there can be no excuse for not knowing how to do something.
Yes. And don't ask where something is.
Well, listen, everything is in the wrong place now because Etienne has been undoing the dishwasher, unpacking the dishwasher, etc. Okay, this is you're going to cook this for about 5 minutes or just until the peas are heated through. But because this is TV, in inverted commas, we need to go a little bit quicker. Shay, I think possibly once your cheeses are out, you can just take a photo and load it.
Yeah, no, I'll do that, yes.
Right? So, please don't boil these peas until they've gone to mush because it's not going to be very nice. We're going to switch off, stick blender or a food processor. Remember, do not put the hot liquid into a plastic food processor. It either has to be glass or a glass blender, and you blend. Fully yet,
And that's how you make cream soda soup.
Cream soda soup.
Looks like cream soda.
Now, one thing you must all just realize, the soup, as you can see, is very runny. It's not smooth yet. I'm actually going to cool it and then put it through the blender. I like a smooth soup. Etienne and Shay like a slightly more chunky soup. But I just want to taste it for...
And as you thicken it or cook it fully, as you cook it more, it will thicken a little bit.
Peas are very sweet. I can taste the chorizo, but I need a little bit of salt with it because it's a very sweet pea. So I'm just going to grab some salt quickly, wherever I hid the salt. What Shay is saying is that leave the soup to stand, okay? It will thicken because you've got potato in it. Obviously, using the sweet potato is much healthier, but then you're going to have a really sweet soup.
Yeah.
And that, whoops, I'm going to do those just now. Okay, so that's your pea soup. You're going to leave it to stand so it gets thicker, so that all the flavors draw. Don't make the soup and eat it right now. It does need to stand for at least an hour. And then what we're going to do now is the cheeses are cooking. We will dish up everything and the cheeses. Maybe just open the oven and we can take a picture of what the cheeses are looking like at the moment.
See they're bubbling in there, but they still need to go a little bit more brown.
So we'll post a picture of what that all looks like. Please guys, number one, send me your requests, because Shay and I, if we can do it on a video and it doesn't take hours, we will do it. So please send through your request. And don't forget when you watch the video to press the like, unlike, make comments or whatever.
And subscribe.
And subscribe, because YouTube kicks you off. And it's the only way we can upload these videos, because we can't do the teaching in any other way because we don't have the camera facilities and that for it. So have a lovely soup day. Maybe get mom or dad to make a fire if you've got a fireplace, and just enjoy the rest of your Monday, and we will chat soon. Bye bye.